Probably more like built because of trouble. Oh.
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Seraph told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrode seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Thus leveling up.
Chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis kits.
Ah, one of those things I missed last
Wait
time.
for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore.
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to Lim in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Gain temporary increase to health. Press free energy cells. Okay. Wow. Gain 1 practice point for use in augmentation menu. Well.
Very well. Perhaps when you are feeling stronger.
Perhaps when I'm feeling richer is more like it. But I did get some praxis. Yeah, 2 available points available. Analyze people and persuade them. Let's see more info. The case implant provides users with a direct monitor of behavior patterns and likely response from conversational subjects. In real terms, this means the user can gain an insight into which conversational method to employ in any given situation, discover subtle clues and intentions, and view a virtual persuasion gaze for the target. The computer-assisted social interaction enhancer is a cranial implant that ties directly to the user's existing eye, nose, retinal process to rely environmental and personal data about target individuals. In order to assist social interaction, the case implant uses an optical psychological response analyzer, aka optical polygraph, to gauge a rudimentary psychological profile based on facial expression, body language, and environmental cues. Combined with the advanced emotional intelligence enhancer software engine, the system can deliver real-time predictive data directly to the user, enabling them to correctly interpret its responses and draw the desired result from face-to-face conversations. Yes. Let's see. Appears as a meter in the upper left corner of your vision. Indicates whether you're swaying your tongue to your way of thinking by reading the bell direction like blood response, pupil dilation, increasing heart rate. Displays helpful insight about the personality you're dealing with on the right side of your vision. Synthetic pheromones propagator. These bioengineered pheromones designed to influence behavior. As the subject talks, keep track of the number of times each personality type. The dominant type will fill more boxes overall. When prompted, select the pheromones most likely to influence. There.
Protesting is not against the law.
I know that, officer. But some of those guys were carrying tire irons and setting garbage cans on fire.
That's pretty
Those
frightening.
were the ones we arrested. The rest were merely exercising their right to free speech.
What about my right to come to work each day without fearing for my life? I've still got to walk home tonight.
I understand your concern. But if you want round-the-clock protection, I suggest you hire a private security company.
Yeah, you can't arrest people for protesting. It's their right, even if what they say is stupid.
Go on in. We're still open.
People see conspiracies everywhere. They're saying that Lim's personal catalogs mean some people get preferential treatment. Please.
Well, if a personal catalog means we selected this based on your date and what you used to be and such, then no, it's not preferential treatment. It's just customization. If it gives
Adam?
better options to richer people...
I just spoke to Vera Markovic. You aren't getting any Praxis kits installed?
Money,
All you
boss.
said to do was see the doctor. I did that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm just surprised you didn't take advantage of the account I set up for you. But no matter. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance on the side of the building.
I just... Money, guys! Money! Jeez. Alright, the building's on the other side here, so... Where was that ladder I saw just a moment ago? It might help me out here. There. Shouldn't be illegal to go up here. Oh, that's just a security door. Alright, walking all around then.
Hey, don't even think about starting.
I prefer to avoid trouble, to be honest. Don't mean I will successfully, but I try to avoid it.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Ah. Yeah. I should keep this in mind.
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
I'll keep this place in mind.
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Yes, yes. Just barrels, apparently.
People been saying odds equal progress. Look at me. I've been progress right out into the street.
No offense, but I wouldn't get enhancements even if I could afford them. And the shots.
A little free will and all
You
that.
have turned away from his word, poor man.
I don't remember the Bible ever saying anything. Thou shalt not modify your body with bitching processes.
All lovers get in my face now. I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? He been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word. Yo, you look like the man who knows where to find that good shit. Upgrades, weapons, stuff like that.
What you need, player? Because I know where you can cop some goods. If you want some.
I'm good. Hey.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
You're correct.
Keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in the prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in the storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Yeah, 2 things I just want to question.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
He's showing both beta and omega, but no alpha.
I want that safe code. And you know I have the means to make you talk if I want to.
Look, I've been threatened by mobsters, gangers, pimps, and dealers for 40+ years. And it's not like I gave you nothing. So come on now. There's no need for these unpleasantries. You have to help Mrs. Reed find...
You said an...
Well, I've seen...
Come on.
Damn it!
I can't use it again. Of course not.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
That's all I need for now.
Alright, so I have to find an alternative way to crack that thing open. A shame. I really thought because, you know, Betas was susceptible to charm, but Omegas were paranoid, and he was both Beta and Omega, so I'll go with Omega, which doesn't work on Alphas, which he wasn't.
I'm thinking about getting my pit bull augmented. Get him some cyber paws, cyber fangs and shit. Throw him in the ring.
Dogmentation?
Yeah, word. We should, what do you call that? Register. Patent.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright. Let's copyright that shit. Dogmentation. Yo, we're gonna be rich, man.
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union.
But don't be listening to me and my crew, man. Somebody might think you're a narc.
Ain't
Isn't
it
that a
kind
bird?
of late for someone like you to be using these alleys? Downtown ain't safe for pretty boys.
Yeah, well, if something tries to bother me, I'll punch it.
Word to the wise, handsome. Don't go straying too close to Derelict Row. Them crazies don't take well to enhancers.
Right. So things over here. And if I want to get a... Yeah, this is a bit of my hacking rating. If I wanted a cross, I guess I could just try to go up here. Hey!
Hey, pal. You got any change in that fancy coat of yours?
Not for you.
I broke my leg 10 years ago and it ain't never really healed. I guess I have to live with it since I'll never be able to buy me an off.